what I do. Lace up the shoes, chase W's, other beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
You already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Monday, 56, Mike, 56. Done.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. Out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Flacco now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco finds Running time to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Flacco from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from Chile, Philadelphia. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
26 mark. Let's go, defense.
Allen now on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Check right. Watch it, 5. I got him. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. The beautiful fake. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Under press. Go.
Here's a give to Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
26 Mark. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. You go. 26.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
26 Mark. It's our field.
Here's Allen to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Chris Conley. Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the cover.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running left, it's Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On first down, Allen to the right side, complete to Miller. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. With a carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Pull it together.
Now Allen to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold him, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we are tied at 14. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down 80. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. SOS, SOS, SOS. Alert, alert, alert. SOS, SOS. 26, Mike. 27.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Barkley off tackle left. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, Allen. And able to find Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now Allen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. People call it dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Allen on third. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Allen's throw is complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They go play action here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flacco. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch gears, switch gears. Slam, slam, slam. Go. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield, fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, Alpha. 50 wants the mic. Hey, 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 hey. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Allen now. Going to throw again. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To the air, Allen able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Hurd in the final minute, and the Texans have broken the tie.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
Behind! Block 80! You want this? Hey, hey, watch it! Gun!
Setting to throw, Flacco. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pressure mounting. Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
A first down carry for Barkley. He spins free. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.